What's poppin', crackin', shaking, baby? It's your boy Q.U.E from the award-winning #1 spot, man. Hey, it's definitely an honor and a pleasure, man, to introduce my next guest, man. He's doing big things in the community and has been doing big things in the community, man, forever. You know what I'm talking about, man. We got entrepreneur and politician Lloyd in the building, man. What's happening?
Man, I appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Thanks for being here. Love being here. Thanks for the invite, bro.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you taking out your time, man. I know you're busy, man. You know, on the run for City Council District D.
Yes, sir.
Right now, man. So I know you're working, man, getting prepared for the election and everything, you know. So just real quick, man, just give people a small background check on you, man. Present something, introduce to others, man, who you are, you know, and where you're from.
Well, you know, Lloyd Ford, grew up in Houston, Texas, 3rd Ward.
Yes,
you know, matter of fact, all the schools I went to been in District D. You know, McGregor Elementary, Ryan Middle School, Yates High School.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I went to school for 2 years in North Dakota. I say -55 ain't for black people, so I have to come back down here.
For real, we ain't used to that cold weather, man.
Yeah, but I ended up graduating from Prairie View, got my degree. You know, I did corporate IT for a number of years. That was kind of my niche.
Yeah.
But when I realized that wouldn't really go serve me, that's when people kind of get the person they get today.
Yeah.
And that's being more of an entrepreneur, starting business in our community. How can those businesses aid what we do? You know, so on and so forth. So
absolutely,
you know, we just all about independence now. We always say your skin is your ticket in. So
yeah, for sure, for sure. I like that. I like that. And I probably will bounce around a little bit, man. Just leading along them lines. I'd just like to know, just real quick, how did you even want to get interested in wanting to do politics?
To be honest, I never thought I would have to. You know, you start thinking and looking at the system, and you're like, maybe I can just start businesses, be a community advocate, and these will be my ways of giving back. But as you start seeing the intricacies of how the city work and how things work, it's kind of undeniable from you not necessarily running, but being involved in the political structure.
Got you.
And then to be honest, it's the same thing that the Black Panthers found out. You know, it wasn't enough to carry guns. It wasn't enough to have breakfast programs. If you look at it, eventually, all of them end up running for office.
Right.
Mayor, city council. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So you just start realizing the levels that control your community. Yeah. And politics is a part. It's not the part, but it definitely is a part and a tool that you need to use and utilize for your community.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I definitely agree with that, man. I didn't really realize that when I was younger. But as I get older, I want to get more involved with politics because, like, that's... you know, that's what it is. Like, if you want to make anything shake or make anything happen, like you said, tangible, you have to get into politics, man, and you know, brush those shoulders with those people that can make those type of things happen within the community, if not make it happen yourself.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just big budgets, people dealing with more money, dealing with our tax dollars. You know, these are pockets of stuff that we've already paid into, but not paying back to us or our communities. So sometimes it ain't about one thing. And the dude told me, he said, man, you got some great ideas. I love them. I would love to do this. But he said, make me. And when he said make me, he means like what community influences you got that's gonna make me do this. Who else saying that this needs to be done? Right. And you know, sometimes you like you say, you got to present that power, and that's a lot of things that we don't talk about in our community. Is power.
True that.
And we don't have and wield a lot of power in our community. So this is my way of showing people, how do you get the power? Yeah. This is how we get the power.
Absolutely. And a lot of times we feel like that don't even really concern us. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's like, let the president handle that, or let this person handle that. That ain't really, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah. I guess that'd be another thing, you know, another can of worms, not really wanting to do the work or, you know, get involved with stuff, or even having the confidence to feel like you can, you know, make a difference in things of that nature, you know?
For sure.
But bouncing around again, man, the Black Store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? On Cullen. You know what I'm talking about? Just talk to us a little bit about that. What inspired that one?
To be honest, you know, you start looking at what businesses are starting in our community, what's gonna make an impact, and we call it only creating businesses of necessity, and that means businesses that Black people and us as people use every day. And so we just start looking, what could we create in our communities? What is a business or industry that's heavily exploited? And we all know we spend a lot of money on the beauty supply industry.
Come on, man.
Just on Cullen, we had 5 beauty supplies
Yeah.
that wasn't black owned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We did a radius of where the black store was, and we give away $1 billion in less than a year, and we only own 19% of the businesses.
Come on.
So when we start thinking about businesses to start, you know, we immediately went to the beauty supply industry.
Yeah.
For one, I don't cook, so I didn't want to start I didn't want my first business to start dealing with the health department.
Right.
So I'm like, look, let me not go that route. So, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with inventory and beauty supply stores end up being our niche.
Yes, sir.
But we want to be more than just a beauty supply store. So that's why it was called the Black Store Beauty Supply Experience. Not store, but experience. And we showed people how to raise money through this. We didn't use no big banks institutions. We didn't use no loans. We didn't use no credit.
Yeah.
We used straight our corporation, and we raised $100,000 just using the PowerPoint.
Man, that's awesome.
So we just want to show people, look, when you want to create something, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
And we can do it just through us, and that's where creative group economics came into play.
Yeah, got you. So, real quick before we get into creative economics, I just want to know kind of what separated y'all store from any other
store.
Yeah, any other beauty supply experience store.
For one thing, what set us apart is we had a wall of nothing but black-owned items. We had over 100 black-owned brands. Just our black-owned brands did over $100,000 in 1 year, just selling small-ticket items, soaps, oils, shea butters, incense, things, natural stuff that we use in natural hair products, soaps, oils, shampoos, conditioners, and these all products came from local black-owned people. So we want to show what was the difference, and the biggest part of what that is, we even own our own credit card systems within the store.
Come on.
So we want to show ownership all the way around, and we actually redirected them fees back towards the community.
Yeah.
So all your civic club groups, all these, our centers, a lot of our nonprofits, we built their websites and we paid for it for free.
Wow.
And we still maintain it to this day. So over 4 years we've been having this program, but we want to show how do we now get all these dollars and things that we do in our community. Not only did we have a stage inside the store for people wanting to come do poetry nights.
Yeah, man, that was cool. I thought that was brilliant, man. Like having a one-stop shop where you could do everything.
Look, we had community garden in the back. We had a nail shop in there for 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, the stage, the fire pit in the back. We had free movie nights.
Man,
we just want to show a whole experience of anything that you want to do. And like I say, we never charge nobody a dime when they want to come do some community projects within our space. So
man,
that's what it was about, ownership and control over what we create.
Y'all just basically really wanted to show people what y'all had going on and, how we can, empower your people within that.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Creative group economics, man. That was your nonprofit group.
That's what we started with.
Yeah. So how did that come about? And just give us the timeline on that.
Man, to be honest, we all started. Me and another partner started back in 2017, and we was like, man, how can we gather our dollars? We had a philosophy of 300 people giving $20 a month, what could that do? And what could that bring us? And what type of things could we do with the money? So we started meeting at the NAACP house. We did that for 2 years until they was ready to kick us up out of there for being too, we was just being who we were. Not nothing bad, but we pushing the line when it comes to the status quo, and we wanted more accountability of what was going on in our community.
Got you.
So, when we did that, we had to come up with a group, and it always gathered around group economics.
Got you.
And how do we give our money, give our dollars. So for a long time, everybody was giving $20 a month for us to do these projects. We had our own vending machines. We did all this other stuff. So, but this gave us entry into how can we work together as a collective and not be jealous, not be, be about what we need to do. Don't get me wrong, we not always successful in everything, but it did give us the steps we need to take to create the things like the businesses like the Black Store.
Gotcha. So that was pretty much the stepping stone for that, to at least get y'all minds clicking in that direction. It was like knowing how we can make money work for us and, and stuff like that. And got you.
We still meet every second Monday of the month. From 7 to 8 at the Shape Center with the nonprofit. Matter of fact, the next meeting is tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot, man, go and talk a little bit about that, man, how people can get...
Well, you can always get involved. You can follow our Instagram, 4Can Lose. Creative Group Economics is on everything, creativegroupeconomics.com.org. And you can see all the meetings. We meet every second Monday of the month from 7 to 8. We start on time, we leave on time. And I tell people we the most consistent group. I think we only missed 2 meetings since 2017.
That's good.
And that was during COVID, when COVID first happened, March and April.
Yeah. And
we
how
didn't
long
have a
has
meeting.
this? How long has the creative? Yeah,
Since 2017.
Oh, okay, okay.
So we've been around for about going on 7 years now doing what we do. And it's always about creation. I tell people it's not always about our mission. If you bring in something, we always say a better idea is a better idea. I don't care if you've been to 1 meeting or 15 meetings. If you bring us something better and make more sense, we adaptable to change and making it better.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. And what is just? I heard you say that y'all have different type of projects. Can you just explain like one of the different projects that y'all used to have and what y'all used to do?
Right. So one of the projects we did a vending machine, and we never really actually placed the machine. We had it. It had a lot of our community stuff on there. We had 3 different levels. People gave from $25 to $50 to $100. And we took that collective and we was able to go create our own vending machine, do our things. And that just gave us our first different projects. Now we got different community projects like the free website program we still maintain through the nonprofit for our civic club groups and people that's doing stuff. We want to make sure that people know who you are about the good stuff that you're doing. So if we can pay for your website and build it too, we'll do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do community outreach. You know, we've been doing that every month since then. But now we've stepped it up because of the campaign stuff.
Right on.
But it's all about projects and creating new businesses and ventures of what we're trying to do.
Gotcha.
And using our money.
Man, and y'all do a lot, man. That's a lot. That's a lot within, and that like so much that y'all did within the Black Store experience, like just having a garden and all that. Like that's a lot, man. And I like to get more into the green thumb myself, man. I've always tried to transfer. I think it's from the pot to the ground, but somewhere up in there I killed the root, man, and it's over with for me. So, but I'm going to learn that, just growing my own vegetables and stuff like that. Like I just started back eating meat like within the last like 7-8 months. But I've been a vegetarian for like 5 years, so I want to get into growing my own food and stuff like that.
To be honest, gardening outside and transferring it is always a big thing because just like us, we had them in them planters, so we just put them in that grind.
That always be my I killed the main root or whatever somehow. Like I guess I don't dig up enough roots or something. Yeah. But when I get to the transfer, that mud, it's over for me after that. But that goes with learning and just doing more research and stuff like that on it. But moving forward, man. Oh, if y'all did not know, man, we are in the building, man, with entrepreneur and politician Lloyd Ford right now. You know what I'm talking about? And at this current moment, man, he's on the road running for City Council District D.
Yes, sir.
And for the people that may not know what District D is or what that consists of, just explain a little bit about that.
So District D, every city council person have they stretch of land that you are going to be over unless you are at large, then they the whole city.
Right. Okay, that's what that means, at large. I thought that mean that they was on the run or something.
Nah, that
means fugitives or something. They're at large, they on the run. But yeah,
think about it. It was just a way, and I explained what District D is, but at large is just a way for the majority of white people to maintain control of people that mainly that vote. So instead of them giving every city council person to a geographic area where white people don't stay, they can still have some autonomy over the city council if it's a at large and now everybody needs to elect you.
That's interesting.
But District D is 3rd Ward, Sunnyside, South Park, Dead End, South Union. Basically go all the way from 3rd Ward all the way to the Beltway. Makaiwa on one side, on east side, and then Fannin and Alameda on the west.
Okay.
So we one of the biggest districts here in Houston. We got over about 240,000 residents.
Wow.
125,000 registered voters, but only about 25,000 vote. Yeah. So we got 100,000 people that's in the wind that really don't believe in a lot of the stuff that Democrat or Republican people are trying to spout.
Yeah, and just talk about a little bit about that, how y'all, trying to get those people involved and stuff like that, kind of like what we had talked about off camera.
So, when it's always trying to get different people involved, it's more about hitting the doors, seeing, giving them, but we try to lead by example. That's the reason why we opening the businesses. We do all the community stuff we do because we want people to know that it's more than just about just politics and what we're trying to do. It also go along with all the other things that we need to create for our communities.
Right.
And you know, we was even intricate. We have our own group. I don't know if you look this one, but it's called Paid Texas, Political Advocates for Independent Democracy, where we help run our own candidates. So we've helped, you know, 2 judges get elected, 1 state board of education.
Come on.
And that's also another level of accountability
Man,
that we
for
have
real.
with them. So when we want interns and other people to go, guess what? They can go do interns at the judge office now.
Yeah, and I
just
saw
give
y'all
people
do
the
that with
website.
the interns with the 6th to 8th graders and stuff like that. It's live.
We had over
It's live.
30 interns from the middle school.
Yeah, come on.
At the black store.
Yeah.
So it's just about teaching them something different. And guess what? Your entry into it was your conduct, not your grades. 'Cause we had straight A students that'll cuss you out in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to make something different. I wanted to change their mindset, their attitude.
Absolutely.
I don't care what you do at home and at school, but when you come to this black store, this is what your mindset needs to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a
Man,
lot of
that's
them was
awesome,
our
man.
best.
They need that too.
For sure.
Yeah. Considering, you know, just, you know, living in poverty and stuff like that, we kind of, you know, get molded in a certain direction and feel like this is the way that it has to be, or this is the way, you know, the thought process
I'm
has
gonna tell
to
you
be.
this. One of our best interns, we asked him, we said, what you want to be when you get older? He said, I want to be a rapper. We said, that's a bet. What are some of the successful steps you think you need to take to be a rapper? He said, first I need to go to jail, then I need to get out.
Come on.
But guess what? He named so many rappers. Lil Wayne with the jail got out, signed a contract. Lil Baby, Da Baby.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, his logic was flawed.
Right.
But until he didn't know that black people could own nothing.
Yeah.
When he found out we owned the store, he said, I can come there, I can make money. I could come there and work anytime.
With
I
my
say,
people.
Anytime you want to. Anytime
My
you want
people,
to. I
straight
said, because
up.
we the boss.
Yeah. Come
We
on.
control.
Yeah.
And that just
I know that.
it sparked his mindset, and now he's on one track mind of
That's
just
live.
success.
Yeah,
And if I had to
that's
put
awesome.
my money on any one student at that school, it would have been him.
Man, that's awesome, man. And I know that's a great feeling within itself, just
sure.
being able to change the, you know, the next generation and change their mindset and putting them on the right track. Like that keeps y'all motivated to keep going and
Look,
stuff with
I'm
that.
already working on my replacement right now.
Come on now. Come
and I
on.
tell people that's the difference.
love
I
that.
tell a lot of college people and young people now, I say, look, you ain't got to worry about fighting me for an opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to you.
Straight up.
You know what I'm
Come on,
saying?
man.
Right now, the older people,
I love that.
we be having to fight them. You ain't got to fight me.
Straight up.
Matter of fact, I want you to have it.
Yeah.
Be greater, and I'm going to give you the tools to do it.
Yeah.
So it's just about showing them that what it is. And to be honest, they see the realness and the sincerity of what we trying to bring.
Right.
So
right.
when they see that, and hey, they don't mind coming in and giving their time. But we got to let them know opportunity is more than just money, more than just this, more than just that. But sometimes the opportunity is you just being in the spaces. I wish I had some business owners I could have just went and hung out in their business.
Yeah,
Even though
come
my
on.
daddy was a business owner, sometimes you need to hear
They say you
from
had a
other people.
landscaping business, correct?
Landscaping.
Got you. Man, that's awesome just even to see that growing up too, that, you know, that expands your horizon too, that shoot, my old man, this is a whole business, so I know I can.
Oh yeah, taking it to a whole new level. He the one
feel
that
me?
taught me how to write checks. And I used to be so mad. I go work with him and he be talking to one customer for like an hour. I'd
Yeah.
be like, oh my
Yeah.
God, can we just leave?
He building that
You know,
rapport
building
and
that relationship. And
with-
guess
yeah.
what? These are older generation people I still got relationships with to this day. And my daddy passed away in
Come on,
2015.
come on.
So, but these are relationships that he done gathered, and they knew the type of man that he was. So guess what? Then I got their support.
Yeah.
Because they know how he taught me.
Man, that's
So
awesome.
I couldn't ask for a
That's
better
awesome.
dad.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to speak about, I guess considering that you are running for City Council District D, I guess obviously you chose District D because you was born and raised.
For sure.
And
That-
in the neighborhood.
that's
and-
one of them.
Yeah. And what else you say? Just you saw a lot of things that needed.
Things that needed to be done, things
Yeah.
that wasn't being done, changing the trajectory of how politicians and how the political structure deal with the community. And we one of the most heavily black communities. So of course that's always gonna be my number one thing. And I think we haven't used to having somebody that if you go look at black politicians now, all they want to talk about is minority, black and brown.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with that. We ain't never discriminating against nobody. But at the same time, I never want to show that I'm not proud of my community and what really needs to be done.
Absolutely.
And sometimes a lot of them are scared to speak about what really black people need and what we need to do for black people.
Yeah.
We too busy talking about the space of everybody and minority, and when that ain't what the space that we need to be in.
Right.
You know, we the only us as black people, the only people that invite other people of other races inside our inner meeting.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Like nobody else do that.
Yeah.
We the only people do that.
Yeah.
And that's because I don't know why we feel like that we need other people in our stuff in order to fix it.
Yeah.
And so as we change that trajectory and give that, I want to give that confidence to our black students, like, hey, this is what you can do. You can collaborate, but still be within your community and get some things done. And that's what we want to show them, just the success between ourselves.